Okay, I'm gonna start grinding this, and essentially all I got to do, since I've got all the other parts of it shaped either by forging or by filing and then thermocycle it, and it'll recolor it back up. All I gotta do now is grind each bevel. So let's just see how that goes. This is we're just hogging it right now, getting it ready for heat treat. That's a 60 grit belt. I'm just gonna ease into it, see what it looks like. Now I know what I can get away with. There's a little hump right there, you can see it. And I'll concentrate right there, and I'm on that side. I'll just go ahead and do that. Come right here again. So I'm going to concentrate on that spot and just dwell there for a second or two. And then I'm going to start moving back and forth. I'm always looking at my spark to see if I'm staying centered and true. Looks pretty good. I need to do some more right there. But I'm going to drift off into that area right now. But I'm going to go back to the back and just kind of dwell. I'm going to dwell there just for a second or two. A little bit more right here. My grinding style is a lot different than a lot of people. That looks real good though. Really good. Remember, I'm grinding a knife. I'm not grinding a blade. I know that sounds crazy, but so now I'm gonna come over here and come uphill with it. But I've got the entire thing to think about. Whereas if I'm grinding a blade, I've thought about the entire thing on my drawing. So the drawing, this has the blade alone has to fit the drawing. But this way, that's my drawing. I've got the entire piece to look at to get my proportion and the flow. So let's look at the other side now. Each time I pull the blade just a little bit off the flatten. I'm creeping uphill. Scattering a little bit. Okay. Getting up there close to that other side. It looks pretty good. We still actually got oxidation on the edge. I'll clean that up when I go to the 120 grit. So it's looking pretty good. So in other words, the back bevel works with this grind. It accommodates this grind and vice versa. So this straight line grinding, because the platen is straight, it misses it. Same way here. And that's because I put a back bevel to make it more predictable as far as this outcome right here. And that's all in the world it's for. It's just for looks. Now, there's going to be people who will tell you, well, a big knife, if you do that, it'll cut better, and it may do it. I actually do that on my big knives too, when it's got a forged finish, like my big X-Ray or my brute to forge finish. I surely do. The thickest part is right here. Let me grab a set of calipers yeah, calipers right here. And we're going to look and just see what we did. Yeah, so I said about 180 thousandths. It's 181 thousandths at that widest, thickest part. And then it gets a little thinner as it comes down. So whenever you forge this step and this step with the vice jaws, that pulls everything back, and then this back bevel makes this grind work. If you just bring it off any old way, the grind's not going to look right. It just surely won't. So you have to think about all that stuff. And this is high enough that when my hardening line comes in about right here and flows up, I got a little no man's land right here. That's where I put my logo, my name, right there. Under that, but above the hardening line. And you'll see that I do that pretty often. And it looks pretty neat. So there is a lot of thought goes into it, even though it's a blacksmith knife. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. And I will again, I'm gonna have a finished knife up here in a couple of days. But I'll share that with you. Thanks a lot.